Welcome to Rebel Chaser. My name is Gail, and I have a video for you from Judge Prill in Michigan. He has a couple before him who were in court on July 12th, just a month ago. And on that day, they decided they were going to exchange the kids the following day. The judge wrote a court order for it. The father showed up with a police escort. Mom was a no-show. They actually went to Mom's house. She had left. She left, took the kids with her. I'll let you guys watch.
Matter of Kaylee Renee Kapuscinski versus Anthony Lee, blue 23-207-365 DS. There's a show cause regarding plaintiff in this matter, as I understand it, according to the file. Both parties are present. They appear pro se. Would you both please raise your right hand?
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this case is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
It's alleged, according to the motion, that father was denied the weekend of July 12th.
Your Honor, we were last before the court on July 12th. At that time, I had asked the court to specify a baseline date for parenting time. The court did so, which the baseline date was ordered to be July 12th of 2024. Mr. Blue had placed on the record that he was unable to do parenting time on Friday. He was scheduled to work after our court proceedings, but had stated that he would make arrangements to pick up the children the following afternoon.
Saturday?
On Saturday,
Okay.
yes. The parenting time order is 1 weekend per month year round. If they don't agree, it's the second weekend of the month. That's what July 12th was, the second weekend of the month. The friend of the court office did receive an email from Mr. Blue on the afternoon of Friday, July 12th. However, it was received after our business hours, so I did not see that email until I returned to the office. I did have a chance to speak to Ms. Kapuscinski, and I don't know if there's an answer in the court file, but the friend of the court did receive an email from her, which included several screenshots of attempts to send the link to sync up the APCO's profiles beginning on July 6th, which was prior to our hearing, again on July 12th, and on July 30th. I don't know if APCO's has been addressed yet at this time, but because it was an alleged denial of the same weekend that we had a hearing, this matter was set for contempt.
All right, and at that hearing, I don't recall, but at that hearing, did we work out that the children would be with dad that weekend?
It was, the court had ordered the parenting time for that weekend, but there was not a time specified for the exchange to occur the following day. Mr. Blue's parenting time is supervised. His mother is a supervisor, and I don't know what had happened after the hearing in terms of coordinating things.
All right, so the order would have been, would he have normally had the Friday?
That was his first weekend of parenting
So
time
Friday,
under a court
Saturday,
order.
Friday,
It would have
Saturday,
been Friday, yes.
For 3 days with super.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And the order actually didn't enter until the following Monday, the 15th, but we did have it on the phone.
Correct, and I still ordered that then. But excuse me, has APCO's been ordered previously in this file?
Not previously. It was part of the friend of the, this was a full recommendation regarding custody and parenting time. And part of that recommendation was to utilize APCO's. And from what I can see, the invites were sent prior to our last hearing, following issuance of the recommendation.
For mom and dad?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Mr. Blue, I need to hear from you first. What's going on?
Went to go pick up my kids. She was nowhere to be found. I brought a police escort with me. She was telling the officer that she didn't know when she was going to be coming back, and that was kind of that. You guys said I can go get my kids. I went to show up, and she was nowhere to be found.
So your parenting time would normally been on Friday at what time?
I'm not sure.
6 o'clock.
Plaintiff says 6 p.m. But you couldn't be there on Friday because of work.
Or
And was that made aware? Was plaintiff
Yes.
aware of that?
when we were in court, you said, when can the kids get picked up? I said, Saturday. You said, okay, and then that was that. I showed up Saturday and she was nowhere to be found.
They were told to arrange a time with me over the app close, which I've sent the invitation, right after court. He never responded to those invitations. He still has yet to join the app close. And there was no contact with me about a time. I did hear through a third party that despite being ordered to use app close, his mother did try to add me in another family chat, but I have her blocked from the past harassment issues. They did not discuss the time, but I did hear that they wanted to pick the children up at 2. So I waited to leave my house till almost 2:30 because I already had plans with my stepkids as well. They never showed up. They never actually got a hold of me. He never responded in the app closed. He never even contacted my son. My address is redacted for safety purposes. I have gone the last 2 years without him knowing my address due to the fact that I live in fear. And now the supervisor, who's supposed to be making sure it's a safe environment, is bringing him to my address, to my house. And had they contacted me properly, I would have had no issue meeting him at the fire station, doing any of these things. But I didn't know if I was supposed to pack my kids a bag, how would I be getting them back.
So how did you reach out to father to arrange this? Did you reach out to father at all?
I sent him the invitation to Apples.
Right, anything else other than that?
No,
Because it's not been ordered yet, or has it been ordered?
it was
It's ordered,
recommended,
okay,
yeah.
okay, it's now ordered, it was ordered, okay.
And I was told that his mom, he was to download the app and rejoin it or whatever, because we've had it before last year. He had it for a day and then deleted it. He knows that he needs to expect an invitation from me and all of that. We've done it before.
Okay.
His mom, I guess I found out later on that his mom did attempt after the failed pickup to create her own app close that he is still not a part of. And it is basically trying to run the show when I am trying to co-parent with him, not his mother. She's just approved as a supervisor, she's not the other parent. I shouldn't have to communicate everything with her. And Ms. Schultz is aware of past complaints of just harassment and belittling, gaslighting. She has a lot of text messages proof.
Okay, so my question at the last hearing, you understood that father was to have parenting time that weekend, right?
Yes, and I was told
Okay,
they were gonna
then
pick him up.
why did you tell the police officer that your understanding was that parenting time was to start next month?
I figured, I told him it was somewhat of a misunderstanding on the phone, but I did tell him that, because they never contacted me, that they weren't there at the time that was specified through a third party because of this attempt of a group chat, that I never blocked, I did not receive. But, I waited for almost 30 minutes after her said pickup time. And
What
they
time was that
never, she said 2 o'clock, which is what she said was a court order. It was not a court order. And, I waited.
Because police were called at 2:45. Police were called at 2:45 and
I had already left and I wasn't gonna turn around and wait another 15. He said she'd be showing up at some point within the next 10 minutes or whatever, and I wasn't turning around. I waited my entire day. I had plans with friends, my stepson, my kids' friends. We were all
you planned the
meeting.
entire day?
Yeah, but I put it off till 2:30. We had plans to go get, well, not the entire day. Our original plans were set for 12, me and the kids' friends and their parents. But I pushed it off till almost 2:30, and then I decided to leave because I still got no contact from him. I do not have him blocked. he could have called me at any time explaining that he was having issues with the app closed, and I would have explained to him. I sent you the invite. If you click on the link, well, I would have helped him through the process.
What's the status of the app closed, sir?
I did download it, started to kind of toy around with it, but I didn't think I was in the right thing, so I haven't really been using it. My mom has also downloaded. She's tried inviting Kaylee or getting involved with the whole conversation, but nobody's accepting her invites. Same deal. I haven't really messed with it. I was going off the premise of we were in court the day before, the understanding that I was supposed to be picking them up the day after. I told her I'll be there in the afternoon. I don't have a set time. We have 2 hours of a drive, and then there's also traffic, and there's a bunch of construction up M50, sorry, M23 or Van Dyke, whatever you want to call it. Yeah.
Okay, I think I understand where we're at. All right, well, I thought I made it clear that at the last hearing that father was going to have his weekend parenting time. He did not receive his parenting time. The justification by mother in this case is, well, he didn't communicate with me, he didn't set up app close, and I sent the links and he never responded. First things first, before the parties leave today, the app close program needs to be up and running for both of you. You are to accept the invite from mother in this case so that you're able to communicate with each other. That is going to be done today before you leave the building. Secondarily to that, the court is going to order that another weekend, I'm going to ask this weekend. This is a scheduled time? Okay, so this is scheduled time. He's entitled to another weekend. I find that it was wrongfully denied. When I read the police report indicating from mother that she believed it was to start next month, it was to start that very weekend. And there's no question about that.
If you continue to read on to the next page of that.
I've read the whole document of this. I'm making my ruling. And another weekend is awarded to Mr. Blue. And now we're going to schedule a time now. So there's no question. What time this weekend today?
As soon as we leave here. I had to rent a vehicle to drive up here.
How old are the children?
My son
6
is
and 11.
11 and my daughter is 6. Their birthdays are next week. So I do have plans arranged already for their birthday.
It's 1 week in a month, correct?
There is a provision in the order that there can be, during the summer months, 1 week of parenting time. But because the order just went in place, we haven't even addressed this week of summer parenting time.
Okay.
We haven't been able to get to a weekend.
All right. So what time today?
As soon as we leave here, I can go and pick them up. I don't have a specific time because here, then they're like 45 minutes away. So I don't know how far you are from here. I really don't. So
I only live about 20 minutes away, but I do have some concerns. And my concerns are his utilities are off at the moment.
Why didn't you? This is.
I just found this out,
Well, mom's supervising.
why are you keeping tabs on
Grandmother's
me?
supervising.
I
What
was
time?
told that,
Excuse me.
Sorry.
Here, please. What time today? 2
uh,
o'clock?
Do that.
we can do 2 o'clock.
2 p.m. today. What time will the children be returned?
She comes to get them on the next day. I don't
That
have a car,
is-
so she would have to come get them.
That is
It's a whole
a,
weekend though, is it not?
I thought it was a whole week.
It can be either, because we are starting the second week of the month. The order does provide that there is that during the summer break from school, there's 1 week for each month, June, July, and August, with the dates to be selected by May 1st of each year, with written notice to the plaintiff and the Friends Support Office. There was no written notice because this order just entered into effect. In the event the defendant fails to select the summer break parenting time dates, then he's granted the second week of each month to be exercised from Sunday at 6 until Sunday at 6,
Something next week.
next Sunday.
It begin next Sunday.
His weekend would begin today, because he has the second weekend year round. But he can actually extend through the following Sunday, because the weekend in the second week correspond. So he has his weekend, on Sunday, he's not entitled to 1 additional week.
When are the children's birthdays?
The 14th and the 15th,
When does school start?
the 27th. And there's an opening house on the 22nd that I have to attend with my son
On when?
on the 22nd.
22nd?
Yeah.
Okay, well, this is what we're going to do. Regarding the weekend, today, 2 o'clock, for the weekend only, 9, 10, and 11. Prior orders remain in effect regarding the mother retrieving, or the time mother has. Mother has the week through you don't have any weekend plans the 16th, 17th, and 18th, do you?
Besides working, and I haven't been able to work because I was in a motorcycle accident. Sorry.
Just a moment. You're working?
No, I haven't been working. I was in a motorcycle accident a
Okay.
couple weekends ago, and I've been kind of messed up since.
All right, well, I don't want to interfere with children's birthdays this year.
That's fine.
So 9, 10, and 11 today for the makeup time. Well, I'm sorry, not makeup time. He's entitled to that weekend. 9, 10, 11. Then that'd be 7 days. Okay. What time is the open house?
The open house, can you look at my, schedule for school? It's in the green folder, first page. Sorry, I should write that up here. I believe it starts at 4 and lasts till 6.
Perfect. 4 to 6. Perfect. Okay. Father then shall have August 16th at 2 p.m., Friday, August 16th, through August 22nd, which would be the week, until 2 p.m. for his week, and then the child will be available for the meeting at the school. And since Father's already here, he can attend the meeting as well.
Okay.
Fair?
Yeah.
Now, regarding transportation, I am on low income. We get Social Security, and my car is not in the greatest of shape. I can pick up the kids and stuff, but he has not paid any of his child support, and I'm not sure how I can financially get back and forth down there. It's $50 in gas every time, just to get there. And
You're
then
not working
$50.
right now?
No, I do not work.
Okay. Well, if the parties can come up with a shared location, shared transportation, you can certainly do that, but he's entitled to his time. So the
Okay.
parties have to work that out. And that's why that app close is that much more important.
Just let it be known, I have given her gas money for things like this, and I am willing to do it. The thing is, like I just said, I haven't been working because I was in a motorcycle accident. It goes all the way up to my arm. I should be in a sling, but I rushed out the door this morning.
Okay, well, all I know is I've made my order relative this weekend, and then it resumes on the 16th at 2 p.m., continues through the 22nd at 2 p.m., and that covers the entire matter. Officials, clear as mud?
Where are the parties exchanging today, Your Honor?
Oh, we probably should address that. Where are we going to exchange?
We can either do, I think it's the park down the street
from your
or the
house.
fire department right down the street from my house would be fine.
Police department.
The fire department and police department all
They're
right there.
together. This is in
Okay, yes.
Firehouse. Firehouse. It's the same building.
I
know you
don't.
Same building.
Okay.
So that's where the exchange is today, and I'm assuming you want to figure out Sunday as well.
Well, I just want to clarify, yes, Sunday as well, but I also want to clarify because the court referenced Mr. Blue returning the children to Elton on August 22nd. So I just want to make sure that the parties have a clear understanding of what is expected.
Right, and it's really the party that wants the children back needs to make the transportation unless another arrangement is made.
Am I responsible for bringing them back or?
No, you're responsible under the policy of making them available. When you want your time, you come up and get the children.
Okay.
And the same applies with mom. However, if you want to have a meeting point halfway to save both parties, feel free, but that's the court's understanding moving forward.
Okay, so if I have to pick them up from him on August 22nd at 2 p.m., I will probably not make it back in time for my son's open house.
How far, where are you located?
2 hours, 97 or 98 miles away.
Okay, what city are you in?
Warren.
Warren, okay. And I just traveled 53 yesterday and it's a nightmare. In this situation, for this time only, Mr. Blue, can you have the children back to Elkton on that 22nd, just this time only?
I can figure it out, but no guarantees.
Well, I need a guarantee, because if not, I'm going to find a halfway point, and that's how we're going to resolve
I
it.
mean, I'd prefer to do a halfway point only because I don't have a vehicle and I have to run to U-Haul to even do any of this because, you know, don't have a car. I can't just drive.
Can we
up
meet
there.
halfway somewhere on the 22nd?
As long as we meet at the halfway point at 2 o'clock.
Yes.
Like if he's,
Absolutely.
so that way I have time to get everything prepared.
That be in the city?
Yeah, something like that.
Marlette,
It's not really it's really the halfway point is between Emily City and Marlette,
Which is Brown City.
which is Brown City. There are a couple gas stations right there at the corner. Quite wanted to use that, but it's not really Marlette and it's not really in the city, but there's not a lot of options along the way.
Right. The mobile station in Brown City, which is the corner of M53 and M90, and that is also. So that's where it will be, 2 p.m. And there are cameras there too, so we're all safe. So we have that arranged. So Dan, I'm going to go right through it, Ms. Schultz. Dad's picking up at the fire hall today at 2. On Sunday, at the close of parenting time, that's mom's responsibility to pick up the children, unless you have another arrangement. And then on the 16th, Dad comes to pick up the children, unless alternative arrangements are made, at 2 p.m. And the children then are to be exchanged on the 22nd at 2 p.m. Mobile station, Brown City, M90, M53. Ms. Schultz, what am I missing?
Nothing, Your Honor. I just clarified for the parties' information, if they agree, they can use the Brown City location for future exchanges, so long as they mutually agree.
All clear?
Sir,
regarding my concerns with his utilities and things being shut off, is that a problem?
He is supervised, his parenting time is supervised. I trust that the supervisor will not put the children in a situation of harm. If the children are placed in harm, the supervisor is duty bound to do what's right for the children. And if that's the case, and there's safety concerns and concerns relative to utilities, etc., then at that point in time, the children, at the duty of the supervisor, you need to be advised of that, and then arrangements need to be made.
Okay, because they live together, so,
Well,
her bills are also off.
I don't know that. All I know, those are allegations, that if there's anything regarding harm to the children and grandmother is duty bound, if there's a problem, then it'll be addressed. That's it.
one last thing. How does I get her to not keep tabs on me the way she is? Because like I realized like at this point what she's saying, she's probably stalking me.
I am not, I hear third parties through between the conversation, the group conversation, and his mom tries to.
I'm nipping this in the bud right now.
Yeah.
You are both adults. You are both adults. You have both separate lives. The only thing you two have in common is that you have children in common. And the bottom line there relative to children in common is you have to act in the best interest of those children, because whether they're 11 and 6 or however old they are, they model you, they follow you, they do all of it. Let's be adults about this. And though we may want to limit communication, keep the communication relative to the children only. And by doing so, I guarantee this will start feeling a little bit better moving forward. Because frankly, no disrespect to either parent, I'm most concerned about those children. And I know you are too.
Do I have to communicate with Chris? Like, does he have to organize things with me or does Chris?
Who's Chris?
His mother who is trying to kind of. run the
Communications
show?
between mother and father through app close.
Cool.
If grandmother has issues, she can reach you any way she wishes to.
Your Honor, I would suggest that grandmother be added to the family circle by Mr. Lewinski.
Do you hear that? I'll order that.
Thank you, sir.
Feel free to go. Thank you. Off the record.
To me, it sounds like mom is just playing games. She didn't, and she's exaggerating. She didn't wait all day. She thought they were supposed to be there around 2. So she waited till 2:25, 2:30 at the most, and then took off. She didn't wait there all day for him. And all she had to do was pick up the phone and give him a call or send him a text. Hey, when are you coming? That's all. I know that she wanted to connect on app close, but so what if you have this one thing that you have to leave for? It's imperative that you leave by a certain time. Well, then you contact him and you say, I have to leave by this time. Because what you did here is you look like well, I won't say the word, but what you did was you kept your kids from their dad. You're harming your kids by doing that. She just doesn't get it. Anyway, we'll see them again, I'm sure. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.